Hello. I am making a video of my 1998 883 Sportster. It's an Evolution motor, rigid mounted. They quit making this style back in 2003. I prefer the older rigid mounted models because they're about 60 pounds lighter. This one, Harley says it weighs in about 490 as opposed to 550, 60 on the new ones, 2004 and up. I don't find the vibration to be bad. Like some people suggest. Of course, my flywheels are Trude. It's a stock flywheels, but they feel good. The bike doesn't have any significant shake. I also have a 2002 883R over here in the corner. It's a 90 cubic inch that I'm doing a build on. This bike here, I switched it over to a 1250 just recently. I put the hammer cylinders and pistons, 10.5 to 1 compression. I used a set of stock 1200 heads, put the beehive springs in them for a high lift cam. This bike has redshift 567 cams in it. It also has S&S roller rockers, Jim solid lifters, zipper, solid non-adjustable push rods because the Jim's lifters are adjustable in this. Also has the zipper conversion push rod tubes, and they come with this little block here. You have to raise that block up when you go to adjust those Jim's lifters. It's kind of a pain, but it's just the way it is. I have a Mikuni HRS 42, the flat slide. Great carburetor. I love them on my street bikes. Of course, I use S&S's at the drag strip. And I'm old school. I like the carburetors yet as opposed to the fuel injection. This bike has had a lot of changes. I have the seat off from it that came on my 2002 883R racing version. Cool seat, they're hard to come by. Not good for passenger though. Has a tilted back on it. Slanted. Had my girl on it and she was complaining. It has thunder header pipe on it. Love that thunder header. Have a variety of pipes, but the thunder header seems to be one of the best. I changed the wheels. I had these 13 spoke silver mags on it. I have some black ones there too. I have a variety of wheels, but put an Acron aluminum rim on the front. Dropped about 5 or 6 pounds off the front wheel. Did the same off the back. If Harley suggests that this bike is 490 pounds, I would say now I've got it probably down to 460 maybe. I probably dropped 30 pounds off from it, taking the pipe off, the carburetor bracket and cleaner and all, which weighs a lot. The wheels, I dropped about 10, 12 pounds there. Anything else that was heavy, I tried to take off. I changed the rear belt, the front pulley on the rear belt, to a 29 from a 27 that the 883 comes from. I used an aluminum sprocket up there. Go right behind here. This bike I'm going to ride on the street with oftentimes big road glides, street glides, big inch jobs, oftentimes 98, 103, 107, 124, 117 inch, and this is 77 cubic inch approximately, But since it weighs about 400 pounds lighter than those bikes, it's got about a 40 horsepower gain, weight to horsepower weight ratio gain. So say if this, I'm estimating this bike's around 90 horse, it would at least up to 100, because the gearing keep up with 120 horse big rig approximately. Has a Memphis Shades fairing. I love those fairings, Memphis Shade fairings, and it has the Memphis Shades bracket, which is the downside to that, because the brackets are 150 bucks. They go around the triple tree there. And the fairing's about 170, so it's about a 320 combo, but boy, are they slick, and they're about the nicest thing I've found as far as add-on fairings. I got new rotors on this I put on it, along with the wheels. They were expensive, about 100 each. It's got performance 13.5-inch shocks on it. I like my Sportsters a little lowered. Some guys like them higher for cornering, but I have no problem whatsoever. I'm not the biggest aggressive cornerer in the world. I mean, I get on it in the corners, never have any problem with 11.5. I haven't lowered the front end yet, which I can do by the tubes and the triple tubes. Well, I lowered it about 1/8 of an inch. It's got small, just aftermarket round mirrors. It's got Axle coil, dual fire, Axle plug wires. Stock Harley has, like I say, S&S roller rockers. And if you look close, you're going to see hammer. Yep, see? Hammer. Hammer cylinders, 1250. Aluminum, cast lined. I use this Bosch filter. It's a cool filter I found at O'Reilly's. It's longer than the stock one. I'll give you the number off it in case you want to give it a try. It is a Bosch 3421. Also fits my Superglide FXD that I have out in my shed. I also have this Chinese front end brace, lower leg brace, aluminum. It's quite nice. It's thin, works well. And I have this shock. It's an unusual shock because it comes out sideways. It doesn't fit onto the front lower leg. It fits onto the bottom of the triple tree there with a bracket. I'll go around to the other side and show it to you. It's cool looking. I think it only fits these older Sportsters, and I don't know if it fits many other models. The older Sportsters being 2000 and before Sportsters. I got a aluminum rim in the back too. It came off from a 1999 Excelsior with spokes, but it's aluminum, so I drop pounds there. I use these little Chinese cheap plastic LED blinkers. Got them on the front too. I use the mounting on the legs by these mounting brackets. Got a custom wire them in. I have an LED headlight in the front. It's around 70 bucks the ball, but I have LED Sylvania in the rear. It has Shinko tires on it. I get the cheap Shinkos, but man, I love those tires for being so inexpensive. Oh boy, they work out great. Let me see. I got this one says MC 67H Shinko 130/90 16. It's the SR 71 712R. Yeah, it's a matcher in the front, I believe. Yep, 712R. Start it up for you. I just washed it, so the pipes are a little wet yet, and I have heat tape on the pipes, so they might smoke a little. Bike runs really nice. Had kind of a problem finding the right backing plate and the mounting system for the Mikuni carburetor. That's kind of tough when you to find a decent air filter, and then to mount the air filter backing plate to the breather. It's kind of hard finding all the right stuff for it. So I think that's about it. It's a nice bike. I'm really enjoying it. I just got it broke in today. Well, I just got 520 miles on it, so I'm about ready to start lifting it up into higher areas. Since it was only a top end, the bike's got about 9,000, 10,000 miles on it or so. I usually wait 500, 600, 700 miles on top ends. I used a little more aggressive break-in on this one than the standard don't do anything, take it so easy that you are going to fall asleep type break-in. I pushed it a little bit further than before because there's a couple different theories about break-in now, so I kind of went in between with it. But it's a nice bike. Oh, I love these Sportsters. I've got a 1999 FLH standard dresser, and I've got a 2000 Super Glide and the two Sportsters. And if I go out to get on a bike, I'll tell you the Sportsters are the ones that I love to ride. And this 98 is really nice. I picked it up for fairly cheap. I put more money into it than I paid for it, but I probably got 55 into it or so. But it's worth every penny of it. It's a nice bike and it feels nice, lightweight. I highly recommend them. Of course, I'm bitten by the Sportster bug. So thanks for watching the video. Appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to put more Harley stuff on there. So thanks a lot again.